talk about how tough it is defensively up front when the other offensive line outweighs you by maybe 30 pounds per man?
Yeah, it's gonna be a battle for us, but I feel like we've been doing the right things to get ourselves prepared for that. Techniques. I feel like we have a good scheme on defense, so I think we'll be able to handle it pretty well.
Have you played an offensive front as big as these guys?
When we played them last year, I feel like we did a good job against them. So, played ASU. But besides playing them last year, I feel like we handled them pretty well. So I think we could do it again this year, though.
Coach said the toughest week for football guys is the week that you start school and have the game that week. What's it like for you guys as not just athletes, but student athletes, and I guess balancing school and classes and knowing you have to do all that stuff, and then knowing you got a game on Friday night?
I think both of us being older guys, we've found ways to do it. We've been at school for a long time. You find ways to cope with starting school and getting ready for a game. But usually first week is kind of like the introduction week where you meet your professor, maybe go into some light assignments, which makes it easier. But we find our way.
You said it was an advantage because they don't start school for like another. You said they're still in training camp right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Can you speak to that?
I find it weird that they're still in like basically break. I heard that they don't get back into classes until like the end of September. So like, it's probably like a weird vibe for them going around. I feel like the vibe around school is like, oh, it's game week, the first week of school. It feels good. So for them, I don't really know how it is. It's probably empty campus, no commotion going around. So yeah, it's not really exciting.
Yeah, I kind of like that. I mean, everybody's back on campus. People around campus, say, hey, good luck. It just brings more of a college football environment for us.
How exciting of a time is it? I mean, it's finally game week. It's been almost half a year since the last time you guys been able to strap it up and hit a different team that mattered. How excited are you guys?
Crazy excited, man.
Yeah.
We waited a whole year to see these guys again, man. I know they've been thinking about us. We've been thinking about them the whole year. We're just ready. We've been working since January 24th since for this, so
we're tired.
Ready to get after it.
We're tired of hitting each other.
Yeah.
We're excited to hit somebody else in a different color uniform.
Yeah. When does that? Because I know everybody's like excited for the first day of football, of camp. But when does that wear off and you're like, oh my God, I'm over this. I'm ready to go play another team kind of thing for you guys?
For me, I think it probably wore off the first 3 days of practice. I'm like, okay, I'm done with this. Let's play some football against another team. My guys know all my moves. I know all their moves. So it's, it gets a little repetitive.
Our defense schemes our offensive plays. So yeah, it'll be nice to hit somebody else and hitting each other. I mean, we get each other better. It's just preparing for the next thing.
Do you guys have nerves or butterflies when the game first starts, or do you need that first hit to get into it? How do you feel when a game first starts?
Usually for me, it's after that. I'd be nervous, all the way up to the game, and it's that first play, and I'll be like, okay, I got this. Be nervous for no reason.
I feel like if you don't have butterflies, something's wrong. I mean, I get butterflies before every game, no matter who we're playing, no matter what game it is. But as soon as that first hit, that first kickoff, kick return, it's go time.
Yeah.
What did it mean to the program to beat two Pac-12 teams last season?
It meant a lot. This program's been built up from nothing. So I feel like us beating both of those teams last year really, made a statement for us. And the statement is that we can play with anybody. Nothing's impossible for us to do if we put our minds to it as a team and buy in as a program.
I think not only as a school but as a conference, being a group of five, or a Mount West team beating two Pac-12 teams, it's not only a boost for our school, but it's a boost for the conference, showing that we're not going to be bullied by some of these bigger teams.
How different style-wise is Bryce Love from what you saw with Rashad Penny?
In my opinion, I wouldn't say there's really much of a difference. They're both great speed. Like to hit the edge and just get out of there. I wouldn't really say that there's much of a crazy difference, besides, maybe the size of the two, but I feel like they both had a similar play, just got after it, hit holes, and really, take the easy way out of anything.
How good is Bryce Love? I mean,
he's pretty talented.
The guy,
yeah.
That we're talking about.
I could say he was the fastest person I played against last year for sure. His speed is like strengthening speed. He's a very good player. All respect for him. We're going to try to get after him this week. We're trying to contain him into the pocket and not let him get as much yards.
Is it containing, I guess, the edges with him? Because
like
he really,
last year,
once he gets the edge, he's like.
Last year, I feel like they ran a lot of outside plays, and that's what got him free. I feel like this year we're gonna have that middle contained, me at nose, and we got our 2 defensive ends. We're gonna be blitzing a lot. I feel like it's gonna be their option is for him to go outside because our inside is gonna be locked up.
Both of you are now veterans in this program, so what does that mean to have a leadership role?
Go
Go ahead. You go ahead, senior.
It means a lot to me, man. I've been here since 2014, so I've watched guys be leaders, and I've always wanted to put myself in their shoes. And now that I'm here, I feel like I am putting myself in their shoes the right way, mentoring the young guys, you know, teaching guys what they need to know, right from wrong, and just, you know, being a role model leader.
You know, kind of like Noble said, like taking from guys who've been here. David Wells and Nick Bodden were 2 huge leaders that we lost, and they just seemed to always bring something to practice every day. So I'm trying to, you know, be able to replace that. You know, bring the juice, bring the energy every day. Just it's you feel a little more comfortable because like we've always been, you know, the best of our high schools, and you just kind of get back into that role where you're like you're the leader again. You got to, you know, do what's right. You got to show what's right, and you just got to, you know, go out there and play.
Going back to the no school, they call Stanford the library. I mean, I don't know, is it an advantage or disadvantage that, I mean, they may not have the crowd that they would have, I guess, in, you know, in the middle of October kind of thing?
I think they'll get a crowd. I do. Yeah.
Either way, I feel like a crowd or no crowd, the game's going to go on no matter what. You know, we just got to focus on what matters. And their crowd, if it's big, it's big. If it's not, I don't think it's going to be a disadvantage to them. They're still going to play their football. We're still going to play our football with a big crowd, loud or not.
You guys notice the crowd when you're on the field? I mean, in a big, raucous road game?
I mean, yeah, well, how could you not, you know, especially like, you know, if I think back, Penn State, 104,000, yeah, it's hard to not notice that. My first time being in front of that many people. But, you know, the great players, they always know how to tune that out and just, you know, focus up.
Definitely notice it when we play a lot of away games because, you know, the stadium we play in is built NFL. The stands are far away. They're higher up. I remember my freshman year against NIU, I mean, those guys were calling out names. They were egging us on. And it's just, you know, the college football stadiums are a different environment, but you adjust to it.
You kind of feed off that, though, sometimes, too?
Always, yeah. You hear a guy making fun of you, you go in, you get a little more amped up to go make a big play.
Anything else? Success that Rocky's had here has just been amazing. What's it like to play for him? Is he a mad scientist on defense?
Yeah, he just throws in crazy things that actually, you know, be successful. His defense, I didn't really know too much about the defense he ran before I came here, but learning about it, yeah, it's very interesting defense, you know. It's very dominant. We run all types of schemes and everything, so yeah, I feel like he has a great grip on what he's doing, and yeah, it's just going to keep getting better.
It's very hard to play offense against. That's one thing I look forward to going into the season is we don't have to play it anymore because, I mean, they do so much between their linebackers, their D-line. It's kind of hard to game plan for it, even as you know, the guys who are around them 24/7. So he is a mad scientist.